Brother, look at me.
Brother.
What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the Raptorstrike Podcast. It's been 1 week since our last episode. Welcome back.
2 weeks.
It's been 2 weeks. Oh,
Yeah,
well, it was a one.
We didn't do it because of what we went to
Yes,
last
that
Saturday.
one thing.
Why am I not hearing you?
One.
Last Saturday.
Thanks, Sal.
I felt Sal's voice in my eyeballs.
There you go.
But yeah, so it's been 2 weeks since our last episode. But welcome back, everybody. As always, it is one of your three hosts, Joey, aka Joey Schmoey. To my right, we have
Raptorman 5.0.
to my front,
Eco Boom S550.
and anime statues in the front. So, what is up, everybody? What y'all up to? How's y'all's night going? Hello, Alina in the chat. How you doing? But as always, we start off the day. How was y'all's day today? How was y'all's week?
Thank you, Alina.
Did you get a haircut?
You did get a
Yes.
haircut.
I like
you
how
didn't notice.
I like how I don't even notice.
Dang,
Dang.
that's messed up.
All right.
Y'all, you and Joey have the same haircut now.
I'll have to throw my. Never
I
mind.
had the fro last time, but
I'm trying to grow it out again. I'm trying to.
do it.
I've learned my mistakes.
He's learned from his mistakes. I've been on the road all day, driving in from
Oh, yeah,
Baton
you're in
Rouge,
Louisiana.
Louisiana. Spent
Ride the dick.
half my week at LSU.
That sounds
Oh, is
horrible.
LSU?
Mhm.
Go Tigers.
That sounds horrible.
Go Tigers.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't too bad. It was really cold, but
Was it snowing up there?
no.
No. I don't know, man. I don't know how Louisiana works. I don't even know what time zone they're in.
I think it's us, but more humidity.
Mhm.
So it snows. Dumb.
No snow.
No snow. Cool. So when you go to Louisiana, do you ever like try the restaurants and all that, or not enough time?
Some of the times I went, yes, like New Orleans, and it was my first time being in Baton Rouge, and of course visiting like the actual LSU campus. But this time it was just like fast food, because we really had no time. I've been sick. This podcast is the highlight of my week. Oh, thank you.
We hope you get better.
No.
Never mind.
No.
You gotta get worse.
We hope a speedy recovery.
C.
Quick. With
Oh.
like at least 3 C's.
Yeah.
Nice. So
Capitals.
You just been traveling this week. You were in Houston too?
I was in Houston, but I stopped off there as kind of like a halfway point, so that way I didn't have to make the drive in one
kind
shot.
of is.
Yeah.
T-bone.
Yo.
Like what I was doing out there was actually like an energy efficiency test. They call it a whole building air test, where we just connect multiple fans at an opening of a doorway, and we both decompress pressurize and depressurize the building, and it allows us to see how much air / energy that you're using and losing from the building, because of course the more that you lose, say in the summer, the longer the AC is going to be on, the longer you're going to be using electricity. But the more sealed that it is, and for it to pass our tests, the less that you'll have to use heating and just use those resources. So a lot of the new buildings, this was an existing building that they redid, which almost never passed, because there's no way to redo something from so long ago and try to make it new and pass just like a new building from scratch. So they almost never pass. But the main thing is they want to be more energy efficient, and so that's why we go in there. And one of my jobs, from across the many stories y'all have heard, this one is one of those that takes kind of a good while, because after all the things are running, all the fans are running, even at that, we walk around with like a infrared camera, and that's where it can show us like hot spots of here's air from inside the building coming outside. And it's very interesting of how different things work and how you can build it to be better, how you can and how you can spot things with an IR camera, infrared, that it can see things that, of course, we can't see with the naked eye. So I always thought that was fascinating, how you can use different cameras to see things that you can't see, and it can help you with issues. But I'm not gonna bore y'all with science.
Oh, science. No, I think it's cool, and like being able to, you don't think about those things when you're using the building, right? If you're like just a worker in an office, you don't think about pressurizing or pressure in the building. If it's losing energy or anything like that, you don't think about that. But it's all those factors that matter, because if you didn't do that, you'd have problems.
Yeah. Or I mean, similar to everybody with their CPS bill, where during the summer it's like $300-$400, depending on who it is and how cold you like the house or your residence. But if you don't have like insulation or trying to fight the actual temperature change between your interior of your house and the exterior, you're going to pay for it at either which way. So like with our house, but we have new insulation and along the walls, so during the winter it's pretty warm inside, and the AC's not on, the heater's not on, except for like extremely cold days like today, where it's like you need the heater to just for your body to feel it. But it's a lot of fun. Like, it's a lot of work, but it's really fun to learn about this stuff. And just after working in an industry like this, you start noticing things that normal people don't really look at. I mean, like you're saying, you would never think about it until you learn about it. So it's pretty cool, I think.
Nice. It's really cool. Sal.
My week?
Yes.
It was, I went to Austin.
Oh, nice.
It was,
It was Whenever you go out to like Austin or any of the other like offices for your work, do you ever go for the food? Or I always say food. Yes, I am a big dude, but I feel like that's a lot that you can do with like work trips.
Well,
is
yeah,
try the food.
The bad thing about where I'm at is that there's usually, what's up?
I feel like I can't hear.
Try now.
Yeah.
Anyways, so the bad thing about where our Austin office is that the office is kind of out there, and you don't really get to try a lot of the food places. So if it was like more downtown, it'd be like, yeah, let's go to this random, hole in the wall place, but it's not.
There's not a lot of stuff. Are y'all on this side, like before you hit the river or after you hit the river? Before. Yeah. Oh, you're by? Is it by Riverside?
No, it's
Riverside is. Y'all are in Austin.
360. It's along 360. I forgot the actual name of the place.
But Riverside.
B Cave.
There's a lot of good food in Riverside.
No, that's not the right place. That's way out there. Hold on.
I like Austin. About to do a big job out there. Be out there for a few months.
Yeah.
Yep. It'd be fun.
It's out there.
Do you enjoy traveling for work?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think the stress of the job takes away from the fun, but shout out to 888. What's up, Karina? What's it called? I do is just like
say Riverside one more time.
Riverside.
Wait, but she lived in Austin. That doesn't count.
Yeah, she lived in Austin. What's it called? I do like it, but it's like, it's just like thinking about the job. It's just, like you're driving up, that's all you're thinking about. Yeah. But I do like traveling a lot. The times I've had to take a plane were a lot of fun. Going to Long Island or going to Maine or Vegas, that was fun. And even the local stuff like Lubbock. Lubbock was one of the best trips I've ever had. I liked Lubbock a lot. Dude, I don't
That
know.
would disagree with you.
I liked Lubbock. The food out there was really good, and you didn't go to the right spots.
McDonald's.
And then
I've gone to every McDonald's in the country.
I can tell.
Hey!
Set yourself up for that one. What's it called? And we were gonna go to a Raiders game out there. They're only like $17 a ticket, but we ended up not going. We just stayed inside.
Whack.
Should have, but Sal, anything else?
Yeah. Well,
You didn't do
my
anything?
truck broke.
Oh yeah, your truck. Did you fix it?
Not
After
yet.
all?
I ordered parts, so they're on the way.
I like how this dude said, "Did you fix it?" when you showed up in the Mustang to the studio.
I know. I came into the studio.
I
friggin'
completely
Mustang.
forgot because I came to the studio and I was like,
I came in the
s-
Crown Vic freezing. There's no
So
there's
I
no
pull up to
heater.
the studio, and this dude pulls up behind me and like revs his thing to the moon. I'm like, rev it, these nuts.
oh,
That's why
you
he
said
sent it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I didn't know that because usually you'll say like you're here or something like that.
No, we got here at the same time.
Yeah,
So,
like we
quite
literally pulled in.
When I came up, I was like, "Oh, Sal's not here," because I was thinking he had the truck. So I went to pull into the front spot,
Uh-huh.
and I was like, "Oh, that's a Mustang. That's Sal's Mustang."
So he's saying he
That
almost
looks like Sal's Mustang.
smashed into your Mustang.
He almost went.
did. The thought of it almost did. But yes, I haven't seen the Mustang in a while. When's the last time you drove it?
Too long ago.
I think the last time we went out, right?
Dude, I forgot he had it.
Yeah. It was the last time we took or attempted to take rolling shots with
Yeah.
that one picture that's all chaotic.
Oh, that's my wallpaper on my laptop.
Is it really?
Yeah. Hold on.
That doesn't look like.
I'm not gonna do. I have the
Oh,
photos.
that doesn't
Leave me
look-
alone. Leave me
Um,
alone.
but nice. My week was pretty good. It was just work. We did it's completed now, so we did an LED wall installation for Oak Hills Church off I-10. It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of hard work. Team did a great job, but LED walls, like the panels, after a while they get really heavy. Like
Anything after a while gets really heavy.
like one of my coworkers, he was taking off the old panels, and he's like, "How is this drill so heavy?"
Guys,
done-
just an update. My dryer's dry cycle is complete.
What? You get dryer updates?
Yeah, I get dryer
I bet you he
notifications.
leaves them in there and he's like, they're not dry enough. Can you restart it from your phone?
Mhm.
Wow. The laziness. The laziness.
But it makes no sense because I have to put the clothes in the dryer to start it.
What?
I have to put the clothes in the dryer. Why
Oh,
would I
but-
start it by the phone?
So you can't start it there?
I can.
But you have to put it in, and then
I have to put the clothes in the dryer. Why would I not just start it from the dryer?
so I guess if you want to restart it, you'd have to.
Probably. Anyways.
Yeah, they're very heavy.
You were saying drills get heavy?
No, I was saying like
Anything
when,
is heavy.
when you're in like pretty much any job that no one really thinks about, you start learning like things are a lot sketchier than you think they are to do. Because like
He's about to tell us OSHA violating story.
no, not like that. I mean like getting a
traffic ticket.
like if you see at the Alamo Dome or something, right, and you see an LED wall, you're like, oh cool, that's an LED wall. They probably just pulled it in on a truck or something like that.
No,
But they don't think that you have to get up there somehow, some way, without getting in trouble.
it's like if you go to like any stadium, you look up and there's
Yes.
just like random catwalks up there.
Yeah.
And
Or
it looks scary, dude.
when they do high steel rigging for like concerts where they have like Bad Bunny, when they have the line arrays in the middle of the stadium, there's people up there
Mhm.
just holding onto their bars, having their harness clipping on, clipping on, and they're like hundreds of feet in the air. But people are just at the concerts vibing. They don't think about it. I'm like, so when we're doing the LED wall and we're going up in the lifts and stuff, I went up a couple times, right? Had the little harness on.
I hear a
and
butt.
I was more. It wasn't until the end that I got useful, but I was a little more like slower because I was like, I hate it because I didn't like the shaking.
No. Pobrecito.
I didn't like it. I was up there.
Está
though.
malito.
You no. It
Well,
was
you
not
should
good.
see the things I do.
Oh, that's why I wouldn't do the things you do.
Walking on top of a glass building.
Yeah, no,
Oh, that's dumb. And then spraying it with water?
Yeah.
no.
Oh, dumb.
I don't like it. Like I know for the field that I'm in, I need to get over it. So like my coworkers are a lot better with it than I am. But at least like a few times this week I got up and I went up there. I did some stuff, but I was like, if I do it, it's gonna take a lot longer. If y'all do it, I was like, I can, but it's just gonna take a while. They're like, no, it's fine. So I did like pushing boxes and stuff like that, but I was like, I need to get over this eventually. Like, I can't stay like this. I have to get over my fear of heights.
So you are scared of heights?
If I'm in an airplane or if like top of the Tower of America is like I'm fine. But it's like when there's no real support or like it's shaky and like I can fall. No, I don't like that. So yeah.
Welcome,
So it's like
welcome to my life.
It's like the fear of falling, but I know everyone's scared of falling, but it's like,
You know those
I don't like it.
you know those walkways that are suspended from the sides of buildings?
yes, like scaffolding.
Yes, they're called swing stages.
Like the ones they use for cleaning.
Cleaning windows.
Yeah.
You need 2 people to operate them, but they're hung from one side only, which is usually behind you.
Mm-hmm.
Well, when you go up, it's like a canoe, where if both of y'all lean forward, the thing wants to tilt and like just dump you out of the. Yeah, you quite literally have what's called a lifeline, and that's a rope that's suspended from the roof, and it goes all the way from the roof all the way down to the ground, and you're connected off of that. It's like that's what's keeping you from death.
See, and that
Absolutely
and,
not.
And that's like how I was saying earlier. No one thinks about those things. If you're just like a regular
It's
person,
like, oh, look, a
that,
glass building. How do they clean the windows?
Oh yeah,
yeah, you
I mean-
don't think about it.
I think it's called a Bozeman's chair. Bozeman's chair. It's quite literally a swing, like a child swing set
Oh, I know.
that they sit in,
and they clean windows.
yeah, and they throw it over the side of the building, and the poor bastard sits in the little swing and goes all the way down the building, and he's just like,
There's another thing on like
Imagine
I
dropping
guess
a bucket.
in broadcast and AV.
I think you'd get fired.
Probably.
Yeah.
It'd fall on somebody.
Yeah.
So in broadcast, there's been videos on YouTube, but like there's a job where you have to go up to a radio tower and change like 1 or 2 of the light bulbs, and they get paid like $200,000 to $300,000 a year. And I was like, oh, that's crazy. Like, I don't know if I'd do that. That seems sketchy. And everyone's like, oh, I'd climb up a cell tower to do that. Towers are talking about. I talked to my boss, who is like an actual like broadcast engineer, FCC certified, SBE certified, all that stuff, right? He was like, I tried to do that once, and I will never do that again, because it literally takes them about 4 hours to get up that, because it's about a mile in the sky, the ones they're talking about. And he's like, you have to have like the energy and fitness to get up there. He's like, I was about maybe halfway. I think he was like an hour up or so. He was like, nope, I'm coming back now. And the dude who usually does it, because he was waiting on the guy to do it. And then they're like, he was like, where is he? Where is he? Where is he? He's like, well, he's late. He's like, you know what? I'll do it myself. And he went, and he was like, never mind.
Yeah. With those harnesses, it's like 100% tie off. So you have 2 hooks that you have to 1, 2, and you have to move them with you one at a time.
And it's just like
1, 2.
carabiners.
Yeah, and you're just.
That's all that's saving you.
But going up like you wouldn't expect it. Going up a ladder sucks.
Oh no.
Okay, going up a ladder a mile high.
Mm-hmm. On a
Not only that, but now you're fighting wind.
yes, those things bend.
Yes.
They have some give to them, and it's like
Oh yeah.
potatoes.
I've gone up ladders on scaffoldings on the side of buildings downtown San Antonio, like 6 stories, and it's like for everything, anything above 6 feet, per OSHA, you have to be tied off, except for those ladders. So all day you just have these dudes, guys and girls, just walking or climbing those ladders to like level 10, and then all the way back down, and it's like, if you sneeze wrong, it's over.
You're going backwards.
But
yeah.
like, the amount of strength or stamina you have to go up that high, up and down, up
and then
down,
change a light bulb.
and then change a light bulb. Your arms are gonna be tired, and people don't think about that. And because of those people, because of those workers that risk their lives pretty much every day, we get to use our cell phones, and no one thinks about it, it's really cool. It like being in that kind of field. It's like being in the fields that we're in, and we're understanding like the bigger portion of stuff. It helps you appreciate like, oh, these jobs are hard, and it makes sense why like the 50-year-old dude who's been doing this for 30 years gets paid the way he does.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of these jobs are very, very hard. But again, you would never think it unless you've seen it or you've attempted to do a quarter of it.
Yeah, once you look at the infrastructure of everything, you realize how difficult things are to set up, and it's like, wow.
Well, we kind of got a little off topic, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
Kind of.
No. This week was nice.
Was it?
Yeah, I got to work with an old colleague of mine from Pittsburgh, or not Pittsburgh, Bluebell, Pennsylvania, and I met him out in Florida when I had my stay out there, and we've kept in touch. And I needed his help, so I called him very, very last minute, and he came out, and it was nice to work with him, you know, because this is one of my last projects that I'm doing for the company I work for now. So it's one of those things that it's bittersweet, you know. You get to work with some people you enjoy working with, and unfortunately the building failed. But
RIP building.
it is what it is. I mean, it's an old building. What do you want? What do you want from it? But I'm sure they're gonna make some repairs and they're gonna try it again, and hopefully we can get it to pass. But a lot of the stuff is a lot of fun. One of my big things is I want to tell people is like, get to know, if you have a nationwide company or a global company, get to know people in other cities. You know, you do not just have the people within your office, you know, at your disposal, like for questions and stuff. There's always someone better than anybody. You know, there's someone better than you. There's someone better than your colleague. Get to know people. I mean, that's one thing that I was really happy to do at this company, was be able to speak and meet so many people across the U.S. and, you know, just keep them as friends. And at that, you know, you can always call back to them and, you know, ask them a question if you have something. But it's really fun, you know. So we'll see where our next journey takes us.
Yup.
Which brings us over to what we did last weekend.
Yes, the reason we did not have episode 28 last weekend. The second annual. Can you call it annual? Or is that three? Three makes it annual.
No, as long as it's
Like
every year.
Once a year.
Once a year. Raptors on the Ranch. We were there last week.
The second annual.
That's the
Second annual Raptors on a Ranch.
Oh, I stopped myself, but yeah.
Say the whole thing together.
The second annual of the second ranch on the Raptors. Imagine just a bucket of ranch
And buffalo sauce.
and buffalo sauce.
We don't have a lot of pictures. I have pictures for us to share, but I don't have them all
I think
yet.
the main thing is that we had fun.
Yeah. No, but I meant like to
The
share.
real Raptors are the
Yeah,
friends we made
so-
along the way.
But what did you think of it, Joey?
I thought it was a lot of fun from like beginning to end. I mean, those events, it's always waking up at like 5 or 6 in the morning.
Yeah, and then these guys decide to go out the night before.
Yeah. We went to Chicken and Pickle the night before. Chicken? Pickles? Good. You didn't like the chicken?
The chicken was okay.
Oh, the pickles you didn't like? I remember
don't
you didn't
like
like the fried pickles.
Yeah. No, I just don't like pickles in general.
Really?
Yeah.
Whack. You like pickles?
No.
Like any type of pickles?
Nope.
What?
What?
I like cucumbers.
Cucumbers, yeah, but pickles, no.
I like pickles. I like sour pickles.
Like pickles?
I like pickles. So we went, and then for some reason, every time we have an early event, we end up going out the night before.
Yeah.
I mean, off rodeo. We ended up, we did something. I remember the first Raptors on the Ranch. We were out doing anime stuff with some of the Tasha dudes.
Pickles are evil.
You're
Exactly.
evil, Peter.
Yeah, see?
Oh.
See, Peter gets it.
But so we wake up at like 6 in the morning. Sal picks me up, and I have to like take 2 trips to get all my stuff. So I was like, I'm gonna take my little tool bag. I'm gonna take waters. I'm gonna take my. I always bring my little AV tool bag, or
The one with like tape.
yeah, tape and
Zip ties and-
zip ties, my flush cutters, my laser measure, just in case we need it.
Lena said she loved the fried pickles.
I like fried pickles. Those were good. It had a little bit of a kick.
They
to
were
it.
spicy, yeah,
Yeah.
for some odd reason.
My
ice cream.
I thought the wings weren't as good as the rotisserie. Yeah. Oh yeah, his ice cream.
My ice cream. It was freezing, and I was like, I want ice cream.
I did. I ordered this dude.
No worries. Welcome.
The swirl, the vanilla and chocolate
Yeah.
on a waffle cone.
And
They're like, here's vanilla in a cup.
Oh yeah, I'm like, they should have given you your money back. Really, is what they should have done.
Mm-hmm.
Scam artists.
Yep. But yeah, the chicken was really good. I highly recommend the chicken from Chicken and Pickle. The wings were The wings felt drier than the rotisserie chicken.
I mean, their whole thing is rotisserie chicken, though.
Rotisserie. I didn't know.
Well, better yet, their whole thing is pickleball. But
Rotussie. No. Stop. The
bad dog.
bad dog.
Bad. Hola.
And then, cause we from when we woke up, I took a bunch of video, so we'll have that video out eventually for Raptors on the Ranch.
We did hear from the drone pilots, and we have 3.5 minutes worth of drone
That's
footage.
awesome.
Not counting like the parade laps and all that.
Yeah, I need to go through the videos and look at them.
I want to know if there was any pictures taken of my truck during the parade lap.
More than likely.
So
Possibly.
I want to see.
I think I want to say that Leo took some pictures of your truck.
Probably.
I thought Leo was in your truck during the parade lap.
Oh yeah, but he could turn around.
Oh, true.
That's what he did last time when I was on the 4-wheeler.
True. I remember. But overall, it was a lot of fun, from the parade lap to sending it to getting the wrong Brandon.
Do it for Ryan.
Do it for Ryan. Yeah, Ryan was sick.
R.I.P. Ryan.
R.I.P. Ryan. R.I.P. Ryan's knee. What's his knee? I don't remember.
I don't know. All I know is he was not well.
Yes.
The rotisserie chicken from Sam's is great.
Yeah.
Yes.
I've never had it from Sam's.
It's like twice the size of the rotisserie chicken from HEB, and I feel like it's a lot better
I like the one
Like
from
quality?
H-E-B.
quality wise, and it's only $5.
Oh wow.
It's like
that's not bad.
$4.99.
Hold on. It's $5, but how much did you pay for the membership?
I didn't pay nothing.
My work pays for it.
For Sam's? I still want to see that PB&J that you're talking about.
I'm going to
What
look
is
for it
that?
Monday.
It's
So-
a spec sheet.
Yeah, so they have a spec sheet for a PB&J sandwich. And they
like
use
three
it as a
things?
training tool.
You know what's funny?
Huh.
He's probably telling like trade secrets.
Probably, but I don't care. Like
The NDA breaker.
it's a literal tool that they use for training. It's like to teach people how specs work.
Mhm.
And it's literally the specs for a PB&J sandwich.
That's hilarious. What did you think of Raptors on the Ranch?
I had fun. I think it's funny that they were like, we asked them, hey, can we drive my truck on the parade lab? And they were like, yeah, do whatever you want, dude.
Yeah, Brody.
Yeah, well,
Do whatever y'all.
as long as it didn't get anybody in trouble.
Of course.
Yeah.
Just be reasonable about stuff like that.
Yeah, if you're ever in a position where like you have some favor anywhere, like don't ever
Yeah.
push your boundaries. You know.
Yeah, so I had already talked to Brody, and I told him that I might not have been out there.
Mm-hmm.
And so when we finally did show up, you want to go over to my screen?
Is it ready?
Yeah,
It's jealous.
that was my grand entry right there. I forgot what song I was playing. I was playing a song from like White Chicks. It was hilarious.
Really?
Yeah, like a part, like one,
I didn't
one
hear
of
the
them
music
from
you were playing.
from the club. And Leo actually took that photo, and he's like, "Nice entrance." I'm like, thank you, thank you very much.
That's funny.
So when I saw Brody when we were gonna go check in, he's like, "You lied to me. You told me that you weren't gonna be here." Blah blah blah. And I'm like, "Yeah, I quit my job." And he's like, "What?"
Excuse me?
No. You told him that you quit your job to be there.
Yeah. And he was like, he's always telling jokes. This guy. I'm like, no, really. Like, I left my job.
He had to like confirm it with us.
Yeah. He's like, what? I was like, yeah, no, he quit his job to be here, which he didn't, but we made Brody think that he did. He was like, oh, what? No, you didn't have to.
No, and somehow magically we've done 3 events there at Cycle Ranch, and somehow I'm always in the same spot when we arrive.
Like
Mhm.
right there by the front, by the big canopy thing.
Let's see what's next. I don't remember the order of these. Oh, look at that! Look at that. So the difference. This is one of my favorite photos, because it shows the difference from last year to this year. I don't have the picture of us last year on here, but
I had the pro going last year too.
well, according to Joey, it looked like I owned oil fields.
Yes. Doug Dimmy Dome. Hey, that's Sal.
Sal's already having a good time. I don't know what
Oh.
I was doing.
I don't know, you were
I
doing
was
something.
separating the sticker, the race sticker.
Yeah, and Leo took the picture. I was like, "Yo,
There's Sal Stroke.
there it is,
You see
way
it
back
right
there,
in the back.
right behind
Uh-huh.
the Raptor."
Right there.
Right behind the Raptor.
It snuck in there. Yeah.
All of us standing there. I didn't even see all of us.
I don't think the videos are doing some weird loading thing where it looks choppy.
Yeah.
Either way,
Yep.
No, it doesn't look too bad.
There's Leo.
it gets the point across.
Was that your video?
Yeah.
Who took that? Oh, okay. The parade lap.
The parade lap, going into the parade lap, all of the Broncos that were there. I think it was just there was a great showcase of Broncos.
There was like,
Yes.
I think there was like 8 Broncos
Red, white, and blue, and black. There was one black one.
and teal.
Yeah, the baby blue one. I really love that.
That's after the parade lap.
Mm-hmm.
It was muddy.
Sal got to drive his truck in their parade. I think you already said it, but
I did.
just to
I
reiterate.
think you already said it. So right here we had already. Oh, hold on. I'm gonna speak about my frustration real quick, because we did our first path, and our big thing, our theme for the weekend was do it for Ryan, and I needed to clear the table. Which, for those of y'all that don't know, the table is the last. It's the nickname that they give to the last
The big jump.
jump, because it goes into an incline, a flat spot, and then a decline. So they call it the table. Clearing the table means I come off the top, the incline of the ramp, and I never touch the top, and I go down the decline. I did it first try, but Sal forgot to
I'm
record it.
sorry.
You forgot to take the lens
Like, I
off the
felt
camera.
really bad about that. I was
He
like,
forgot to take the video. He was too much entranced. He was like, "Oh my god, he did it!" Not really. But
I was sitting in the bed of the truck.
What?
I was sitting in the bed of my truck waiting for you, and then you appeared out of nowhere, and I was like, "Oh."
he said he was a lot faster than. I'll take that as a compliment. I was a lot faster than he thought I was.
The the track was a lot shorter this time, even with the longer one, right?
It was.
Even
It
with
was
the
just
stretch.
a lot less technical.
Well, it was longer. It was a longer track, but it was quicker because they were not straightaways, but straighter areas, meaning you can go fast.
Mhm.
Dur.
Durr.
But in this photo, we have the custom Bronco, if y'all remember, from Jumping for Joy, and this is the owner and creator, Gumby. Really cool dude. And our first run down on the track, I didn't do anything different to the truck. The tires were still inflated,
Mm-hmm.
and this is one of the things that we also talked in the Jumping for Joy video is if you're going to do anything off-road or anything within motorsports, you need to make sure that you learn the vehicle. And you learn it for you, not have somebody else drive it and tell you, oh, this is the best way to drive it. You need to do this, 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 and that. Everybody's different. Everybody's different. So mess with the settings. I think I had it in sports steering. It was in Baja mode, rear wheel drive, and it's like, the truck was very floaty, so I was like, okay, I need to remove some air. I don't have a tire deflator, so
Didn't you order one?
Gumby, not yet.
Okay.
Gumby with Texas Speed Labs, which is the owner of that Bronco, he actually, as you can see in this picture, he's actually removing the air from our tire, and he let us borrow his tire deflator. Really cool guy,
Showed us
really
how to
cool
use it and
family.
everything.
Yeah, showed us how to use it, most importantly. But he's like, yeah, this is the one that I use, and it's pretty cheap. I was surprised that it was $30, because even with it
Well,
being Method Racing, like
the Method Racing one's a little bit more expensive because of the brand.
It's $30.
It is?
Yeah, that's what
On
I'm
Amazon.
like.
Or did you go to Method website?
It was an off-road store,
Oh, okay.
but it said $30, and it was the same one he had with the little carrying case too.
Oh, okay.
And so I'm like, oh, that's not bad at all. But really cool guy, really cool family, and that became like Texas Speed Lab corner. Like somebody broke, and it's like, I need tools. And I told him, hey, we have a bunch of tools in the truck. We brought tools. And he looked at me, and I go, let me guess. I go, yes, I have tools. No, I don't have a tire deflator. He goes, okay. That's what I was wondering. But really cool guy, and yeah, I want to give him a shout out because, you know, although we're in a community setting that I like to be in, he didn't have to let us borrow his stuff. Yeah. This Bronco, mostly all of these photos that you're seeing are done by Leo.
Yes.
And we've already gone over this. Leo's like a one-man production team, and he does a great job.
Yeah, he puts all of us to shame.
Yeah. So this photo is taken by Leo on one of the biggest sends of the day, and on landing for that Bronco, those front fender flares just flew off, and it's extremely funny to watch. The driver, the owner, really didn't. He had too much fun to even be mad. You know, I'm sure he was upset, but at the same time, it's just too much fun.
You're on camera, Joey.
This one.
You're on camera, Doug.
Cleaning your glasses. I don't remember which. Is this a Bronco Raptor Roach?
I don't know. There were two identical ones. That one was Roach and the other one wasn't.
Yeah, this one might be Roach. I'm not sure. But all the Bronco owners that went out, they were not there to play around. They were jumping.
They sent it, dude.
They were jumping their trucks. There's moi.
Doing a wheelie.
There I am doing a little wheelie. The temperature outside was fairly cold, cool weather. The truck enjoyed it. That intercooler just ate it up. It was great. Let's see if this is gonna play. Let's see. Is it?
Mm-hmm.
Here we come. Whoop! Just a little jump. Nothing major, but it's fun. All of those jumps are done at 57 miles per hour. And you would think jumping the truck a few times, you'd get used to it. No, I don't think the feeling ever goes away of like something bad can happen while you're speeding towards a ramp. Maybe within the next 2 or 3 times that we go out there, it'll get easier, but I'm not sure. But you always get that sinking feeling in your gut.
It won't.
It's really fun though. It is very fun.
It is.
And then some of the highlights for me were we had some Japanese vehicles out there.
Mm-hmm.
The Lexus?
The Lexus
And the Toyota.
and the Toyota 4Runner. We actually sat down with these guys at their little campsite, and man, we were laughing almost the entire time, just cracking jokes and just having fun. But these two guys right here, they're really the overlanders, but they jumped their trucks. They were hauling it.
To be fair, those are long traveled, configured, like not standard overlanders.
Oh no, I didn't mean they're standard, but I'm saying that's what they mostly use it for.
Yeah.
And then they go jump. Things like
sent
this. And so these guys were really cool. There we go again.
Doing the wheelie?
This is my favorite.
Was that wasn't the wheelie, right?
No, it wasn't.
That wasn't. Unfortunately, the Bronco broke again.
Wah, wah.
I'm starting to think it's me giving it evil eye because I just like it so much. I want to drive. I want to drive it.
I don't doubt it, but
I want to drive it.
I can tell you it's not you.
it's just too much power.
Yeah, that
power.
steering rack is just known to be weak, and then
This truck does wheelies off the starting line.
Yeah.
Just so you know. Not big ones, but the wheelies. It's really hard to do that. There it is. See, that's what I was telling you. When I was watching him jump, you see how this just starts to rattle?
Yeah.
This is facing inward, both of them.
Because that's what happened when he popped the wheelie, is that they went down and they turned in and they
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like they'll, when you go up, it catches momentum, and then it goes down, and it immediately just snaps the steering rack in half.
But Texas Speed Labs, man, they hold nothing back.
No, they fully send it.
They fully send it. Will this one play? Will it? Oh, meow. Let's see. Can I? Here's another one. Oh.
Gotta add the sound effects.
Here's the front bumper camera. Can I get the thing off of there? Kind of ruins the shot. But where is it?
You never found the drift charm, right?
No.
Maybe R.I.P. Drift Charm.
Maybe they found it on the track. Hopefully. Oh yeah, the heart,
No, it was heart.
the heart drift charm that's been on the truck for about a year is now gone.
Hey, you can put the kunai one. Isn't that the one you want to replace it with?
Yeah, but that one can't be in the sun, so it kind of defeats the purpose.
Oh yeah.
Here we are. We had a lot of downtime at the track. There was some what?
They had to
They had to resurface part of it. But
They had to resurface part of it, and then they had to wet the track.
And we had some broken trucks.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
so
So
the one TRX just kept breaking.
both of them broke.
TRX just kept breaking.
Both of them broke.
No, I mean like the one that kept on going.
Oh yeah, that he
yeah.
kept doing it. Yeah,
He
and you're
kept breaking the truck, and then he would go out there and fully send it again. Hey, props to him. Props to him sending it.
well, props to having that much money to break it over and over and over and over on the same day. But while they had the track shut down, we kind of talked to Brody and we're like, "Hey, you mind if we go on the track and take some pictures?" And he said, "Sure." That's not what he said. He said, "I don't care."
Yeah, literally.
But this is one of my another favorite photo. We got Leo taking photo of the trucks, and I believe the next one, here it is.
That would have been awesome to get with a drone.
Correct. That would have been nice to get with the drone. But then we have our next one, which I don't have the full resolution photo yet. But we have our new, what are we calling it?
The new banner for the channel?
Yeah, the new banner for the channel.
Leaks.
Out in the middle of the track. I absolutely love this photo. I think it came out great.
I like it.
We got our helmets in the front. Got Joey, me, Sal, our trucks. And I think this is the first time we've posed for a photo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think so. Because we're usually, one of us is taking a picture. Or
Yeah, one of us is usually missing from the photo because we're the one that take it.
Yeah.
I forgot that your undershirt was white, so it looked
Mhm.
like you have a long sleeve.
Yes.
But I like.
talk about how nice the weather was.
It was nice not to be sweating.
Yeah.
It was very nice not to be sweating.
Not
Not to be in the sun.
be dehydrated.
That was you. That was you.
I think
I
we
came prepared this time. Though.
I think we ended up leaving at like 8 o'clock, and we lasted the whole time. Usually we leave by like 3 or 4.
8 o'clock. I would say maybe like 6.
Was it 6?
30?
It was already
7
like-
o'clock.
it was like 7.
It was like
7
okay.
something.
Somewhere around 7.
But we stayed like that was the longest we ever stayed.
Like it was dark. Like it was dark.
Oh, it was dark. Yeah.
And then you just see the Raptors with their lights.
Let's see. Oh, damn it. Okay. Well,
Wrong, Brandon.
so for this hold on. Let me get composure. So for this
So funny.
Raptors on the Ranch, we actually sponsored 2 of the drivers.
For the lodging.
A military veteran, Milton, right here, and
Active.
the other was or active duty, member Milton, and the other was a firefighter, Brandon, but
So we were looking for him.
we didn't know what who Brandon was or what he looked like, because they don't send that out when you're sponsoring the people.
It's not like the picture, like the dog one.
Now this photo looks very bright.
No, it's not.
But let me tell you, that is the headlights of 4 trucks all together pointed at us.
Mm-hmm.
You could not see. I went truck.
Not even
from
the
truck.
headlights, like all the lights on all the trucks.
all of the lights. I think I don't think I have that picture on here.
You had all your auxiliary lights on. I had all my auxiliary lights on.
Milton had all of his auxiliary lights on. So I went truck to truck and the whole line looking for Brandon. Well, we found him. Yay!
We were told that he was in a silver 3rd gen, but then we found a Brandon because they're like, Brandon? He was like, yeah, and a white, like 2nd gen.
White 3rd gen.
3rd gen.
Yeah.
And Noah was like, hey, it was a white 3rd gen.
It was white. Why'd they tell me it was silver? So I was like, Brandon? And he goes, yeah. I said, hey, man, why don't you get in this photo? You know, we're going to take a group photo. Park your truck right here. And he's like, of course. You got it. And he parks the truck. He gets out. We take this photo. And we get all his buddies in there too. So this is everybody. and we post the photo and we tag Brandon. Well, Brandon that we tag is not this Brandon.
Say the other part to that story before we left.
What part?
You get a call.
So I get a call right as we're filling the tires back up. And he's like, hey, this is Brandon. They told me to give you a call because we were going to take a picture. And I said, yeah, we just did. And I go, yeah, that was the picture that we took together. And he goes, oh, okay, cool. Well, y'all have a good one. Thank you again. And he hangs up. Well, when we post it, we tag Brandon.
The correct Brandon.
The correct Brandon.
On that guy's face.
On this guy's face. And this is also Brandon. But it was a completely wrong person. And
because I started, so I posted that picture, and I asked Noah. I asked Noah, is it Brandon S? And I was, because we have 2 Brandons. He's like, yeah, it's this one. And I was like, okay, so just be sure. I did it, and then I went on the pages, and I was like, I don't know if it was the night or if everybody was tired. This dude doesn't look like the dude we took the picture with. And then I see the other Instagram page that was like corn-fed Raptor. I was like, wait, that's the white F-150. That's, and then I look and I find the guy. I'm like, we took a picture with the wrong person.
Wrong Brandon.
We took a picture with the wrong guy.
And then he commented, he was like, yeah, I was wondering why. He was like, I was happy to take the picture, but I just didn't understand why.
I didn't understand why y'all asked me to jump in. So
we have a new friend now.
I commented on our post and I said it has come to our attention that we, in the middle of Saturday nights, Saturday's night runs, we mixed up both Brandons, and so I tagged them in the comment, and I said all we have to say is, may the best Brandon win. Last man standing gets to keep the name.
Yep.
But for the next event, if Corn-Fed Raptor and Brandon Spears is there, I want to get a group photo with both of them and us. It's like, oops.
Yeah, no. Every event we go to now, we just need one picture with Corn-Fed Raptor. Every
single time. But it was extremely funny because if that doesn't tell you how this community is, where it's like, hey man, come take a picture. I'm on it. He just jumped in like nothing. He said Brandon, and I stood in the photo. Wrong guy. Completely wrong guy.
That was so funny.
So I actually I messaged the correct Brandon on my personal page, and I'm like, hey, I'm sorry. I didn't know who I was looking for, so I was looking for a Brandon. I didn't realize there was multiple Brandons in a 3rd gen Raptor. And he's like, oh, don't worry about it, man. You know, I really appreciate what y'all did. And, you know, the next event we'll get together and we'll take a picture. So
take a picture with both Brandons.
Yeah, to the Brandons, thanks for being good sports and acknowledging that everybody makes mistakes. What did Peter say? All us white boys look alike. Well, that's not what I'm saying, but I'm just saying if your name's Brandon, we took a picture with you.
Yeah. If your name was Brandon, we took a picture.
Hey, is your name Brandon? Take a picture of us. Random Brandon.
So I got another photo to send. We're towards the end of the photos that I have currently, but again, we're gonna release a video.
Mm-hmm. At some point.
Yeah, at some point we'll release a video. But can we get like a can we look how happy this guy is?
Can we take a moment to?
To just admire
Smile.
like this smile right here. This guy never smiles. So I don't know what happened that he's smiling this big, because we didn't find out this was the wrong Brandon until 3 days later. Unless Sal, you knew. You knew it was the
You're
wrong
like
Brandon.
I did not.
He's like, this is the wrong dude. This is the wrong dude.
The wrong Brandon, guys.
Yeah, someone must have said a joke, because I'm kind of holding my smile, unless I'm the one that cracked the joke.
Somebody cracked a joke.
And we,
So,
Pocket burger.
so I don't know if I've told the story, but we have there's a joke, and it's called Pocket Burger. So let me tell you all the origins of the said joke. HeroCon 2023. We had gotten McDonald's for everybody,
Mm-hmm.
and there was one burger left. So I was like, oh, I'm gonna take this for later. So I put it in my pocket. Whatever. Time goes on. It was a McChicken, but it's still called a pocket burger, right? I'm going back with Noah, and we're driving. We're tired, right? And we're just
driving to the studio,
we're driving to the studio.
which is an hour away from where Shirts is.
Yep. We're driving to the studio, and we're talking, and we're like in deep thought about something, right? We're just talking. I'm like, yeah, man, like, no, I understand. And I take out this burger, and I just start eating it. And Noah was like, where'd you get that? And I was like, oh, it's my pocket burger.
I said a few colorful words.
No, you didn't. When you retell the story, it's very different than what I remember it, because you were tired, because you were just like, where'd you get that? I was like, oh, it's my pocket burger. Do you want it? He's like, no. Like, you didn't show any emotion because of how tired you were. In your mind,
I
you
just
were
remember your thing of like, oh, it's my pocket. You want some? Like, as I'm driving, get it out of my face.
like, you want some? So this time, right, the plan was to get Brody with the pocket burger, and we're all going to take a picture together. And I was going, so this time I had 2 pocket burgers. I had a left and a right, right? It came strapped.
Dual wielding.
Left cheek, right
I
cheek.
was dual wielding.
He said dual wielding a
I was-
pocket burger.
I was dual wielding the pocket burger, and the plan was we were gonna get ready to take the picture. I was gonna be like, okay, and we're there. And while I was next to Brody, I'm like, just pull out the burger and start eating it. And then, of course, like, where'd you get that burger? I was like, oh, it's my pocket burger. You want some? No, I'm good. Are you sure? I have another one.
Yeah.
I ended up getting hungry, and we didn't see Brody. Brody was busy. So that's where. Oh, I was gonna go back to that photo. That's where this photo comes in
That photo.
of Pocket Burger. Pocket Burger. No, Pocket Burger. And it was very much contoured to my thigh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was already like half crescent.
Yeah, that's like the full burger, and you can see how flat it is.
From
The chicken has more definition.
the
than
amount
the
of times that
buns.
he sat down. So going back into the day when we're doing runs, we have our customary helmet photo. Alina and I, this is the 3rd event that she's gone with me, and ridden in the truck. So we get a lot of good interior shots with that, because she actually holds the camera like Superman grip on the
Just like,
yeah. Exactly. So and this is another great photo
I like this
that
photo.
I got today from Leo. Kind of a candidate, except for Joey looking at the camera,
I saw it. I liked it like
holding
that.
his gel blaster.
I love that gel blaster.
Also, if you order, if they have any, the Raptors and Rifles hoodie with the Cowboys versus Aliens, our logo is on this jacket on the back.
Mhm.
First piece of apparel with our logo on it.
First piece of apparel. We, not that we sponsored too late, but it takes a lot to actually do shirts and different things. So
They're planned out way in advance.
yeah. So on the off rodeo shirts, we're not on those shirts, but that's okay. We at least got on the actual window decals. So for those of y'all that keep it on y'all's trucks, but I really liked this photo. You got Sal and Joey in boots, and I had already switched over to my shoes to do some runs. But what do y'all think of my cowboy hat? I've had that for like 10 to 12 years now.
Straight fuck.
With the gel blaster.
Yeah, with the gel blaster.
The
cowboy
I
hat.
thought it was nice. It's
I like
becoming
cowboy
a
hat.
staple.
Like I want
It's a
to
nice cowboy hat.
I want to use it more. Like I want to wear cowboy hats more.
You should.
For some odd reason I've always been embarrassed to like just dress country cuz that's where I grew up. Like
You good?
I-
Done
like-
grew up in the country.
I done in the country, but I'm saying like cowboy boots I've always worn.
Yeah.
But it was always the hat that I was kind of embarrassed to wear.
Hat.
Yeah.
Hat.
You can go back to camera. Thank you.
Hat. I think the cowboy hat is good. I think you should keep it. It's becoming a staple.
It is. It is. And
The
then-
cowboy hat with the Fire Force jacket.
Where is it? Oh, I don't have a picture of that. Do you?
Not that
I
I
don't.
can pull it fast.
Okay, hold on. Let me see if I can. Let's see what kind of magic I can pull.
Pull up our Instagram.
Oh, that's true. Where is it? Hold on. Leo took this photo too.
This is the one that he looks like Jellystone.
Wearing the same jacket.
You said, I tell you what.
Instead of Dutton Ranch, it's Mutton Ranch.
Muffin. Muffin Ranch. No, in this picture, it looks like I'm telling everybody, I'll buy your truck right now.
You say you do how much? $4, $4, $2,
I look like-
$2.
I was going to say, I look like the
$5.
auctioneer.
Can I get a 500, 500, 600, 600?
Okay, take me on.
Take me.
Take me. But I had a lot of fun. Oh, you know what I didn't have? I didn't have this picture. This deserves a photo on the podcast. We have a custom Ford Ranger.
I
Proper.
know that truck. I ain't no stranger. I know that truck. That's a Ford freaking Ranger.
So this was actually an LS swap, and they had custom Raptor badges that said Raptard. I don't know why that was so funny to me, but this was so awesome to watch out there. It's a full custom truck, and apparently the guy drives it to high school. Like
What?
He drives it to school.
Oh, yeah. It's like the Suns, right?
Yeah.
I think his dad had a Raptor out there. I heard someone talking behind me.
Somebody
about
was talking about it, but I heard that he takes it to school. That's his everyday
I
truck.
approve.
that.
He deserves a.
That's every off-road person's dream right there, is taking a pre-runner to school.
Yeah.
Nice.
I'm ready for school.
Ready for skill.
Now
Boom, 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 boom.
you sound like a rotary right there, man.
It is. No, it's an LS rotary. Duh.
LS
Yeah.
rotary.
LS rotary.
13 5.7.
Yes. There was a lot of cool ones out there. I mean, what else was out there? There was a Silverado.
Yeah, there was a pre-runner Silverado.
I have
Mhm.
a picture of that too. Hold on, let me get it.
He's trying to find the picture. What else was there?
I took this picture. I'm just gonna say I took. Hold on.
Oh man,
So
you took the picture, so it's bad.
So it's probably bad. Yeah.
It
Bam.
just says expired on the picture.
Cool.
I actually I have his Instagram and I sent it to him. I was like, hey brother, I saw your truck. I thought it looked really nice with the American flag back there, and I took this picture and I wanted you to have it. And he was like, oh, thank you. But
Yeah, that one was really cool.
I talked to him for a little bit, like very briefly, but I'm like, Chevy in the ocean of Fords, like, how do you feel? And he's like, I said, did you build this yourself? He goes, yeah. I go, it's badass, man. Like, keep it up. And he's like, oh, thanks. I'm like, I like it.
Mm-hmm.
You got to give respect where respect is due.
Yep, and
Your
that's what I like. Of course, you can't speak for like 100% of people, but for the most part, they're at like the Raptor and Rifles events, or even the two off-roading, I guess, organizers that we've been to with Jumping for Joy and the Raptors and Rifles events. Everyone's pretty inclusive. Everybody's pretty welcoming, and hey, do you need help? Hey, you should do this. First one we went out to, they're giving Noah recommendations on different parts and bumpers that he can get to jump the truck easier and clear the table better.
I like how we hopped into Noah's truck, and then what's his name?
Kenny?
Was like, just keep it under 55. Keep it.
Yeah, he thought we were
Take the
gonna
jump at 55. But we're like, we're not jumping it. We're not driving it all the
Oh
way.
yeah, Kenny's like, I will be Ryan for today.
I will
Yeah.
be Ryan. Look at me. I am Ryan.
You are part of Texas, and Texas is part of you, and you own a cool truck. Put that hat on.
Yep.
Where's my hat?
I need to get a
Hat.
I don't think you have it. Do you have it? You're gonna put that one on?
Puts on the helmet.
He's gonna put on the other hat.
That's a trash.
Hat.
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 What am I gonna say? What was I gonna say? I need to get a hat now because you have a hat.
I have a hat.
You have a hat. I need a hat.
I need an actual hat. Like
I like the North Daniels hats.
apparently, that hat is too small for my head.
Apparently.
Like I got it when I was a kid.
Apparently.
I got it when I was like 12.
Apparently.
Apparently.
I need to get a hat. But yeah, no.
Well-
What other ones are out there? There was the Silverado. There was the 2 TRXs. I always see one of them. The
Alina took this photo. Hat.
foot
Yeah, that hat is too small for your head.
Boot.
boot.
You have a hat, Peter? You need to put it on and then take a picture and send it to us. We'll put you on the podcast.
Yep.
Do it right now. We'll do it live.
We'll do it live.
Nice. There was the TRXs, the beige the tan TRX is always there. There was a lot of first gens, third gens, second gens, Bronco Raptors.
Here's my
There it
absolute
is.
favorite comparison photo. For those of y'all that aren't able to read it, I have January 2023 versus January 2024. Never underestimate the power of time. January 2023, we attend the first Raptors on the Ranch. A photo taken by Leo, us three, and the original Raptorstrike performance logo shirt. In January 2024, we attend our second event as official sponsors. Thank you and congratulations to Raptors and Rifles for yet again an amazing event. Just to show the passage of just what 1 year can do. So for me, if there's something that you want to do, but you're like, it's not going to work out or it's going to take too much time, look at what we did on a thing we do on one Saturday every week for 7 months. Look at what can happen for that year. The leaps and bounds that we've made.
8.
How many? 8 months?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Elaborate.
See. And this is something that I've said on the podcast a lot, and it'll tie into the kind of mission that we have here at Raptorstrike is it started off as a one-off podcast in 2020. Was it 2020 or 2021?
He did it.
He did it?
He did it.
Put it on your computer
Live.
and we'll do it right now.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have him live.
So what was it? What was the first episode? Was it 2020? It was 2020, right? The first episode.
The one
on
in my
couch.
house?
Yes.
Yeah.
November 2020. It was a one-off. We were bored.
Paris the Hatter, downtown.
Oh.
It's a place.
That's where I got my hat.
There was something that I
That's where
wanted
you
to
got?
check out.
Yeah.
Apparently, one of the
Apparently,
the
Apparently.
tech that helped us yesterday, he was from Florida, so a lot of Texas stuff he didn't get, and he was like, "You're wearing boots?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm wearing boots." He was like, "Well, there's a boot place across from my hotel that's like going out of business or something, and they have all these cells." Have you been to that one downtown?
downtown,
Western something
Warehouse.
like
They're
that.
always going out of business.
Yeah.
That's like literally the sign they have outside.
That's the name of the store, going out of business.
Yeah.
But I need to check it out. But going back to, is it ready?
Yeah. Okay, so presenting, we have one of our actually live. Peter's watching. He has his hat, and we're like we said, take a picture, send it to us, and we'll show it. He's actually the founder of No Gatesy Tasha. So there he is. He
Oh, wrong one.
So he actually did that live. So he took that picture right now.
Shout out
and sent
No
it.
Gates to Tasha.
Yeah, No Gatesy Tasha. For those of y'all that don't know, when we started this, we had a little bit of trouble with the Tasha groups out here because of certain rules and regulations for how they do that. But it doesn't really matter. So No Gates is just free for all. If you have a car, you like anime, and you have stuff,
If you
bring it on.
Yeah, if you're passionate about anime and you're like, you know what, I want to do what I can to put anime on my car, No Gates is
The place for you. So, but thanks, Peter. I didn't think you were actually going to do it.
You're welcome. But yeah, so it started off as this one-off idea that Noah was like, hey, let's do a podcast tonight. So Sal got some wireless mics out and we just did it, right?
What we had
forward.
on hand, basically.
Yep. Fast forward a year later, in about December, the idea resurfaced again. And we were like, okay, cool. And then Noah was like, I have a plan for the studio. We can build it this way. We can build it that way. And I'm like, okay, let's try it. So I was already like maybe 6 months into my... Was it 6 months? 6 months into my job. So I was like, let me see if I know anything, like try something with studio design and all that. And we kept at it. And I mean, it's been said before, when we start something, it's been hard for us to finish it or keep up with it. But this one, we've been going for almost a year. So,
And we want to make sure it continues to go. Like it as something that Sal says in almost every podcast episode is, you have to stick to it.
yes, you have to. And the fact that we hit the ground running, and I think what kind of amounts to our what's the word? What I
Do.
No. The reason I feel like of course we don't have hundreds of thousands of followers yet, right? But we're becoming known in the off-roading community that's local, and here in Texas, we're becoming known in town in San Antonio with the Atasha groups, and people are starting to recognize the truck and the logo. I amount that to the way we looked at this. It wasn't just like, oh, I'm gonna do this, and it was very shoddy work and we didn't put thought into it. This was all thought out. Of course, our episodes are planned out an hour in advance, right? But when it came to the studio, we didn't skimp out. Is this the most high-end and most high-end elaborate studio? No. Is it really good? Yes it is. But we put
functional.
We put thought into all of it. Sal knows the audio stuff. I know the lighting stuff. And Noah's like, what do we need? Okay, let me get it. Right?
And I know how to spend money.
Noah knows how to spend money. And so we put thought into all this. So this studio looks amazing for it looks, with some of the podcasts I've seen, we're doing really great.
It is functional.
It's quality.
Yeah. I wasn't gonna bring it up, but when it comes to the studio, if my brother drops by, because I'm not in town, he'll move everything backwards. He'll always face everything, or he'll turn all this stuff upside down. And there's been times where I didn't notice it until I think we did 2 episodes with everything facing backwards. But it's just fun. I mean, the main part of the studio was to have a place to kind of brainstorm and continue this idea. I have a good friend of mine that asked, what kind of theme do y'all have for y'all's podcast? And it's we don't really have a theme. If we had to have a theme, it would be just to be an inspiration for do what you want. You have a limited... It may seem like you have a lot of time to do anything you want, but you really don't. Life gets in the way. You got to work. You got to pay your bills. You got to figure something out. But do it while you can. and while the thought is fresh. You good?
Yes.
He's crying.
No.
You okay?
No, I thought of something right now. But what's it called? No, exactly. But going back to like the from where we were in that picture to where we are now, if we can give any sort of advice, is do you and keep at it, right? You're gonna get haters, you're gonna get discouragement, you're gonna get setbacks, but you got to you got to
Scott's who I'm talking about.
Scott.
He was asking if we had a theme.
Oh, nice. I didn't see him there.
I was in Louisiana with him, so we both.
Nice.
He drove from Louisiana to Houston, and then I drove the rest of the way to San Antonio.
Nice. But yes, going.
Thumbs up.
If you want to do something, do it, right? And then I saw something today of have y'all seen that dude who makes signs? They look like stop signs or like regular signs, but he's done. He says he does that for like regular stop signs and all that, but he also does funny ones, like it'll say stop instead of stop or like different funny things. He was saying, he's like, I've been doing this for about, I think he said about 12 years since he was like a teenager. And he said, one time I did a funny sign and it got no views. It flopped. It did a video, didn't work. He said 6 months later, you tried it again and it got over 20 million views. He said, if you want to do something, try it. Maybe it's not going to work the first time, but it might work the second time or it might work the third time. You don't know. You know,
the thing with that is nothing changes if nothing changes.
Mm-hmm.
So we said this going over from our, New Year's Eve, the last episode of 2023 was you can't go into every year with the same negative attitude and expect to have a better year. It's never going to work out. And it's hard for me to use like words that are so absolute as in never, because I was that person. I was the person to continue having that negative attitude and wanting a different life, but I never did anything to change it. And so the big thing that you want to do is make that change. You have to, for the lack of a better term, you got to channel that inner confidence. You got to channel that, you know what, I don't like these things about myself. I'm going to change it. You need to address it. For you to, in order to solve a problem, you need to address there is a problem. And there's a lot of people on this planet that believe there isn't a problem. And you're like,
Yep.
well, you're always going to be searching for an answer because you never realized what the problem was. My problem was I shut myself off from the world and I just went to work. And it gets very tiring. In the beginning of this episode, you were talking about how you enjoyed traveling for work. It is very fun. But when it becomes every day, it wears you down quickly. Very, very quickly. And it just becomes this monster. I talk to Sergeant Hood every once in a while. And when I call him, last time that I've called him, his famous question is, where are you now? He's like, because every time you call me, you are never in the same spot. Or you're on a place on the map that I didn't know exists. And so it's fun to travel. Don't get me wrong, it's fun to travel. But when it comes to like the work-life balance, find it. It's not hard, it's not easy to do. It's really not easy to do. But you don't want to live to work compared to, working to live. Your job will support the things you want to do compared to you supporting your job. Nivek, how's it going? It's going pretty good. I mean, thanks for shaking up the atmosphere. No, I mean, we have this thing with Raptorstrike where we go from a really lighthearted to just into real life, and you go back and forth, and that's the beauty of things is, we don't hide the bad.
Yeah,
you showcase it, you show it, so that way it's like, here's what's going on, here's how's your day going, here's how this is going,
and that's how we want it to be when we started Raptorstrike. And it's been hard, like behind the scenes, trying to get a groove, because we don't want to do scripted. Or if I'm like, we should try doing scripted, it just doesn't feel right, because we want to keep it real. We want to keep it to like these real conversations, because if you watch the podcast, and I've been told this before, if you watch the podcast and you meet us in real life, there is no difference. And on our end, we get our...
We're the same idiots no matter what.
Yes, no matter what.
we're the same pendejos, whether we have a mic in front of us or not.
And it's on our end, it's like we talk so normal on the podcast, like none of this is scripted, none of this is fake, that I get our conversations on the podcast and our conversations off video or off stream completely mixed up.
Yeah,
Because I'm like, oh, didn't I say this off stream? It's like, no, you talked about it on the podcast. So I was like, oh,
it is recorded for the world to see.
yeah, exactly. But it's one of those things that if you meet us, we're going to talk the same way. We're going to act the same way. We're going to get into deep conversations out of nowhere if we're passionate about something.
Peter said, can confirm.
Exactly. And that's what we want to do. We want to keep it real and just share with y'all what we like and try to build this brand and build this community at the core to just like stop all this division. We don't want division. We don't want this whole culture, subgenre versus subgenre, and we just want to come together because we all hate cars together.
All cars suck.
All cars suck. Just pick your suck.
Yeah. Anyway,
What did I say?
I don't.
I'm gonna get a BMW.
You tell me.
One BMW E40.
You're gonna get disowned.
I want a BMW one day, guys.
This is bring back bullying. I was gonna- No, but we jump around a lot. If you haven't noticed, it's only been a couple of months that we've been doing this, but it's very easy to see how I bring this up a lot, but Raptorstrike has become a therapy of just talking. And my biggest thing is for anybody that's listening, or whether you're comfortable or not being in the chat, for anybody that's listening along or even later on, re-listening to things, if something from our stories, let alone, I can't speak for all three of us, but if something from my story of the things I've been through and how I kind of cope with things and figure things out, if it helps you along with your journey and the kind of the trials and tribulations that you're going through, all of this is worth it. All of the late nights, the amounts of cash flow that we try to keep up to be able to do the things that we're doing, it is all worth it if it can help somebody, or if we made you laugh or we made you crack a grin for the first time all day. It is all worth it. That's what I'm here for. And that's all I can hope for. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, hey, I gave it a good shot. I gave it my all. But do you one of the what is it called, segments that I do or that I enjoy doing is the questions that you have. Joey, do you have any new questions? Same thing for those of y'all in chat. If y'all have a question, whether it's lighthearted, a deep question,
I have one.
and you're
Why are you running?
I don't run. If you see me running, there's a big problem. Okay.
Follow him.
Follow me, because there's a big issue. For those y'all in the chat, if there is a question that y'all have, let it rip if you're comfortable enough. If you're ready for the truth.
All right. We're going to do a technical question to start it off with.
Technical.
You have the best... I don't know if I'll be able to answer this question pretty well, but I feel like y'all be able to answer it more technically. The perfect... What's the... If you had to make a race car, right? Let's say... Let's start with drag racing. Okay, so drag racing is the sport that we're doing.
Okay.
What body would y'all want? Chassis.
Fox body.
Fox body. Okay, so but same thing.
Okay.
What?
No, I have to pick something different. You said it first.
In y'all's opinion, for drag racing and the Fox body, the perfect engine would y'all
I know what
pick
you're gonna
into
say.
it?
What am I gonna say?
The LS.
Wrong.
Oh no,
No.
Coyote.
Coyote.
Okay.
I heard
So-
the Coyote is like one of the best engines.
Coyote right now is probably one of the best engine packages you can put in a Fox body for drag racing.
More
And
power, baby.
I don't know why.
I heard it's because like you can, it's like
I would say
bolt-ons
power
get
to,
a lot of power.
How was it? Power to weight ratio.
LS is lighter because you got a lot more of the weight up high with a Coyote. The LS was a small package,
True.
but the thing about it is that
It's more reliable
for
power.
me, I think what it is, I think it's airflow.
Oh.
Coyote makes more power for the displacement it has because it's just the head design is so much better than an LS platform engine.
We're talking factory to factory.
Yeah,
Yeah. Not
the
ported.
head design
yeah.
is just so much better, no matter what. Pretty much, the base head design is so much better than Chevy's head design that it's just you can't compare them. A 6.2 liter.
It's just better.
It's just better.
It's just better.
It's a 6.2 liter, LS is making the same amount of power as a 5 liter Coyote.
Say that again.
Like a 6.2 liter LS is making the same amount of power as a 5 liter Coyote.
NA.
NA.
Naturally aspirated, meaning no turbos, no supercharger.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But I don't know. Some people would disagree.
I've heard the Fox body platform has been banned from a lot of competitions.
Yeah, it's just a little
It's too good.
OP.
It's too good.
It's OB.
It's OP. Overpowered.
Yeah.
There's a Fox body in my apartment complex that I feel like if it ever goes on like for sale, one of us three are gonna get it.
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna be like, hey, this is for sale.
Yoink.
Yoink.
You're mine now. We're gonna have soft tacos later.
We're friends now.
What about you, Noah?
I mean, are we talking to win races?
Yes.
I thought he would have said LS. But that surprised me that he said Coyote. But if you were talking budget builds, he
Budget
would've
build,
went
yeah,
LS.
LS. All
Okay.
day, every day.
Okay. okay,
Junkyard LS.
My thing is, I would have always said Fox body with a Coyote. But that's because I only know one thing, and that's Ford.
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 I like Ford. We've gone over this. If this video can get 100 likes, we will put my 302 engine in the studio.
Yes.
That's all I'm saying about that.
5.0 push rod, baby.
I have
You guys
an
heard him.
engine.
100 likes.
I have an engine sitting, and it looks beautiful. I don't know what it sounds like, but I can't wait to put it in something. But
Eventually.
Eventually.
Drift
This is
car.
a bird family.
What chassis would you use for a drift car?
I can choose anything.
Yeah.
I always thought it was funny to see Crown Vics as drift cars. There's some guys
Drift
that have it.
taxi?
Yeah,
Drift taxi.
they have the drift taxi and the drift police car. It's hilarious. What would I do for?
Jesus Christ.
I do like. Come on. I'd want to see like a minivan.
A minivan?
That's a lot of fabrication.
Yeah,
Chrysler Pacifica.
no, Toyota Sienna.
Toyota Sienna. All right. Fair.
The body lines on like the 2020 ones, mint.
Oh, man. Alina's good.
You won't.
She's gonna make 99 profile. Hey, don't forget to subscribe.
Hey, don't forget to subscribe.
I would like one of those box Volvo station wagons to drift.
Oh, yeah. That's nice. That's nice.
I'd like to do one of those.
I do a Fox body.
Also, yeah, I mean,
Fox body.
my answer would be Fox body across the board, or
You can do anything
a
with the Fox
different
body.
Mustang. So for drag racing, it would be Fox body. For drifting, I'd do like a New Edge,
A Fox body.
technically speaking. What are the other type? What are the rally? There's a
I would do a
what is
S197 rally.
there's a rally
cool.
S197
Really?
on Instagram. Yeah, and you just see them go down in the dirt tracks, and it looks
If
hilarious.
if I do any chassis for rally, like I want this build one day. I want to do a Cobalt. I want to do a Cobalt coupe.
He says because he has it.
because I haven't. No, even if I sell this car and I can't do it with this one, I want to do a rally Cobalt. Maybe get an SS.
Well, you can't use the engine though.
Why wouldn't I be able to?
Because
Use it?
wouldn't you need to do rear wheel drive for
No.
rally? No, you can just run it like that.
Front wheel drive rally cars.
Oh, I didn't know that.
It's all about going fast on the dirt.
That's true.
Mhm.
What's next?
What's next?
Also, Subarus are all-wheel drive, so
Well, yeah, all but not front wheel drive.
yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know. I just work here.
You work here? You have a job?
You get
You get paid?
You get paid?
We're back to our original 1 unemployed and 2 employed.
Oh yeah.
Let's go.
The unemployed friend on a Thursday
Yeah.
at 3 a.m.
Oh boy, 3 a.m.
Have you seen the one where it's the dude? Have y'all seen that dude who like he's it's like a zoologist, but he goes out in the Florida Everglades and he just randomly
yeah.
picks up things
Yeah.
like,
yoinks
oh
all the
look at this
animals.
alligator that's like 3 feet away from my bare feet.
Yeah.
Yoink.
Yeah.
You're my friend now. And he's like, whoop. I couldn't do that.
Or the what
I
is
can do that in the daytime.
the violent shoelace and he just picks up a snake.
Yeah.
I
Angie.
think that's insane.
Yeah. We're just gonna start saying bing, 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 like.
What is y'all's controversial car opinion?
Controversial car opinion?
Y'all have any? Y'all have any ones that just like, you know what? Not a lot of people agree with me, but
Huh.
BMW is the best car. I don't know, something like that. I'm about to get zucked off.
GTRs aren't as
German
cool
beat.
as they make them to be.
Fair.
All GTRs?
The
Talking
newer,
about, like, the
the newer
R34.
ones, yeah.
All GTRs.
All GTRs.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they're
R33s are nice.
they're cool,
33s
but
are
they're
nice,
not.
but like the thing
that
about them is they're
cool.
still 90s Nissans. You got to consider like they're the what makes them really cool.
I'm supposed to
us.
have one for $5,000. That's all I'm saying.
What makes them really cool to us is the fact that we couldn't get them here.
Yeah.
In Japan or really most other countries where they could get them, they're basically just taxis.
They're just thrown away.
Like the R33 platform wasn't just the GTR; it was
A sedan.
a sedan with that
Yeah.
was used as a taxi.
There's
cab.
one here in San Antonio.
Yeah,
I followed him.
there's a
on
ton of them here.
on
In There's
Instagram.
R34s in San Antonio now.
Oh well, I saw one of the 4-door ones.
Yeah.
I think the import
It's
is
blue.
the import ban is
Well,
this
import
year.
ban for like the first years of the R34.
Now, damn it.
I think that about the Supra. I think the Mark IV Supra is overrated.
I like it a lot.
The reason why
I like
it's
GTR over
the
it.
reason why the Mark IV is really cool is because of the 2JZ. But
Oh, I remember.
RB
Did y'all
power.
see the video I sent y'all on Instagram, the group chat?
I blocked
It's
you.
a thanks. It's a video from I think Tokyo, but it's a Chevy,
Camaro.
the Camaro, and someone in the comments was like, they look at the Camaro like we look at the GTR,
Yeah, they're like
yeah,
and
It-
like
they're
to
like
us, we
rev
see a
it,
Camaro, we're like, eh.
Camaro.
but they see a Camaro and they're like, what?
That dude, it was the dude jumping up and down when he
Yeah,
revved
and,
it,
and
right?
he's like, rev it, and you just hear like,
Yeah,
like-
like
you hear the winner of the award. I mean, what?
two-time champ.
The 2-time champ.
The back-to-back reigning champ. Yeah, no, I think that's cool that I don't know about other countries, but at least Japan will look at our cars like how we look at their cars. Whenever we see like a cool JDM car, it's like, oh shoot, like the Evo we saw that was imported from Japan at Whataburger. Remember? It was a right-hand drive import that they still had the Japanese plates on them.
Yeah.
And I was like, I bet you anything that's right-hand drive, and the dude goes and gets in the right side. And I was like, that's really cool. But that's probably how they feel about left-hand drive cars. Left hand.
It's the unusual that everybody
Yeah.
likes. What's your next question? Got any more questions?
Next question. Do y'all have any questions? Can you think of one?
It's literally the segment is called Joey's Questions.
Did we name the segment?
You
We did
named
now.
When did we name
it.
it?
You named it.
I never said Joey's question.
Yes, you did.
When?
On this segment, I ask questions that I think are
I thought we asked
this is
questions.
Joey's questions.
Wait, you didn't give a controversial car opinion.
Mine was a GTR.
His was GTRs aren't that
Oh,
cool.
you didn't give a controversial
I
car.
haven't given one.
Yes, so that's where I got it wrong.
All cars suck.
That's not controversial. That's
But-
just facts.
Mhm.
That's just facts.
Come on, think, man, think.
Think, thunk. Mine was the Supra.
Yours was the Supra.
Yeah, I don't even think the Fast and Furious Supra was all that. I didn't like it. It was very 2000s, but
No, yeah.
It was cool for the.
It was a
2000s.
thing of its era.
Yeah.
yeah, it was very pimp my ride, you know.
I didn't do nothing to those cars. I love that video of Exhibit where he's like, "You saw me at the beginning and at the end. When did you see me put anything?"
If you guys, Scott asked in the comments, if you guys could attend any racing event in the world, what would it be? The Freedom Factory 5. No. Do you remember that was like the first racing event we saw together? Was the Freedom 500?
That was the day of our first
Podcast.
YouTube.
Yep.
Chill. The 24-hour. The 24.
Le Mullet.
Yeah.
24 hours of Le Mullet.
The 2.4 hours
Of Le
of
Mullet,
the
yeah.
mullets. That
was
was a
fun.
race of all
Crown
Crown
Victorias.
Victorias in a circle
And
track.
I think that was when Cletus did the chops and the mustache, right? He did it for that event.
I would like to attend one of the Baja 1000s.
I have to agree.
Maybe pick a different.
I am going to pick a different one. Hold on.
Pick a different one. The RC racing. No.
He's like, I like helicopters.
Helicopter.
Have y'all seen
helicopter.
the boats? The boat racing?
the
race
one where they
boats?
basically have car engines on them?
Yeah.
The supercharged V8
Yes.
boats. I've seen them, but I haven't seen the races.
The ones that aren't even
Drag
touching the
racing?
water.
Drag racing or turns?
I haven't seen the turns. I've just seen the drag racings that they do this out of the water.
Yeah, they just come out of the water and go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw the
At that
video.
point, they're pretty much airplanes.
Yeah, I think of so there's a lot of stuff that happens in my life that I think of like audio clips, and when I see one of the boats just come out and it's like, watch your jet, hey, watch your jet.
Yo,
That's
bro,
the
watch
one
your jet, watch your jet.
Yeah, that's the one I think of.
Yeah, and when it was years ago, but I saw Cletus's video. He went with one of his friends that had a supercharged V8 race boat, and that thing ripped. I've seen sailboat racing. That was pretty fun.
Sailboat racing?
Yeah, it was calming. We're fishing, but we had to stop for a certain moment. They used to do it every Wednesday in Corpus, but they stopped. But yeah, you just see them go.
They stopped because someone didn't stop fishing, or what?
No, they just stopped like the whole event. I guess they just didn't keep up with it.
Or
Like-
nobody watched.
Well, they did it. It was more for like there was no.
Was it like watching paint dry?
No, it was actually pretty fun.
What if there was no wind?
No, they have
who-
to make the wind.
Then the make.
They're blowing in a little pinwheel.
Race.
I would like to attend a NASCAR event. Like just
My brother's gone to a NASCAR race.
yeah.
I don't know why, but
He
he's gone.
Okay.
There's
But not like the regular oval track one, but like at
the
Circuit of the
Ford
Americas?
Ford Racing license plate.
yeah.
That's from the NASCAR race.
That's cool.
That he brought that back for me.
Yeah, I would like to attend like a actual like road course style NASCAR event, not oval track.
Like Circuit of Americas.
Yes.
I would like to go to a Circuit of Americas event. Well, we have the whole thing with Russ, my old buddy that passed away. I still need to go to an event there and buy him a beer. I made him that promise on his funeral. I still need to execute on that.
We'll go tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Joey?
Trying to think of like the actual events, because my first thing is like the Grand Prix in Monaco, right? Because of Monaco, but it's more so because of Monaco. You know, I would
You're
want to
going for
go
the
out there.
place, not for the
Yeah,
cars.
that's what I'm saying. I would just be there eating some food, watching. Meow.
AA regatta race.
A regatta race? What's a regatta race?
I am going to Google that.
He's gonna be on an FBI watch list. Googling that.
I'd want to see the Gintama. That would be cool.
Is that? I think that is literally sailboat racing.
Gintama?
No, the thing that Peter put.
Oh, regatta race?
Yeah.
Sailboat racing. What's it called?
He gave him the name, and he still calls it sailboat race.
Sailboat racing.
The Gintama, or what do they call it? The drift event.
Is that a race?
Formula D.
No.
Gymkhana is a thing that is like a.
It's like the side by sides
No,
drifting.
you're thinking of the wrong. No, Gintama is like when they're racing.
Against the
Not
clock,
even
right?
racing, but just they're by themselves, letting it rip in a town, right?
It's more.
No,
of
that's
a-
not that. Formula D then.
Formula
side
D-
by side.
Formula D is like actually like tandems.
Yeah, that. So Formula D. I want to get the technical because it's like, how do they score points? You know, but I think it would just be cool to go watch. You know,
I'd also like to see the Pikes Peak.
That is fun.
When I was in Colorado, I was at the base of Pikes Peak.
Did you go up?
I wanted to go up it, but I couldn't.
Whack. We should go racing like Initial D in Japan, and then become like
Masters.
masters.
Of Pikes Peak.
Like,
Move to Colorado.
no, we need to build the Tokyo Drift Mustang.
I have the body.
True. Okay, so what's the next question? What's my next question?
It was your segment, Joey. Look on your. You have no.
I have them.
Okay, then look them up.
I wanted to do more like car stuff. If you could travel back in time to any point in history, what would it be?
Do I have a goal?
Whatever goal you want. So, like with me, I would probably, I might travel back in time to invent things that haven't been invented yet.
For personal gain is what I'm
Personal
hearing.
gain, baby. On about that money. That money, honey.
That's just in. 6-month-old invents
But
cell phone.
it would be one of those things because you think about it and you do the Back to the Future 2 thing, right? Where they have the codex, not the codex, but the book where he bets on all the sports
races,
things.
yeah.
But that has been debunked by not debunked because it's all theory, right? But it wouldn't happen because of chaos theory, where if he says like the first one, he gets it right, then the possibility of the second one coming true because of him winning goes down substantially, and then it just keeps going down. So it's like, it's the whole thing. If you stop a natural disaster, now you don't know what's going to happen after that. Is there going to be a different natural disaster that you don't know about? So you would have to like see into the future for that to actually work. So if you go back and invent something, then you already have your money. You just don't know what's going to happen next. Chaos theory. Chaos paradox. I'm
Back
sorry.
in time.
Back in time. Back in time.
Do I get to take anything with me?
No.
Whatever's in your pockets.
No.
I can have very large pockets.
No, because that would be a cool question where you would go back to like a freaking 1800s war with a fully automatic rifle.
Go back in time. There really isn't a time that I want to visit.
You don't want to go back in time to go see something that you hadn't seen before? No, chariot racing in Rome.
Really?
Do you know that's where the term souped up come from? Not from Rome, but from horses. Do y'all know that, like souped up cars? Do y'all know that's a horse racing thing?
Why?
You know where the rule of thumb came from?
Your thumbs. So the reason is because I'll go back to that one, but the reason is because they used to have like steroid soup that they would feed horses to give them an advantage, make them faster.
Yeah.
So they call the horses souped up. So when they say a souped up car and it has more power, is because of soup.
I don't think I would want to travel back in time. To
No?
be completely honest with you.
Have you seen my skin complexion?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
I'd have to be like really good at hiding. One escape.
Dark corners. I would want to see the Colossus of Rhodes. That would be cool.
The what?
The Colossus of Rhodes. It's one of the 7 original wonders of the world.
I don't even know.
Look at
It's
it.
just a
Look
road that's like this way.
No, the Colossus of Rhodes was a huge, like back then, if that thing, like how that was built is beyond me, because we don't even have anything that's built to that scale nowadays. That's built like that. Look up Colossus Rhodes so you can see what I'm talking about.
If it's not interesting, I'm gonna fight you.
Look, let's look at it. Colossus Rhodes.
Oh, look, go to my screen. Here's the picture we were talking about earlier in the stream. Chaos.
Yes.
All right, now go back. I like how you tell me to look it up like I know how to spell. You know I can't read.
Colossus
Colossus.
of Rhodes. So that's what it would have looked like, or it used to look like.
You're gonna put it on the stream?
So you're saying it's like the original?
Put your thing.
Yeah, it's the original.
Kind of Statue of Liberty looking thing.
Yeah.
It's not the original, but it was just something that was built for the sea traders of like, you just got to Rhodes.
Is it still around today?
No, so I believe, quote me if I'm wrong, Chad, if you know this, but I believe when Alexander the Great conquered Rhodes, he knocked down that Colossus as like a, I own it now.
So what you're saying is
Someone
we
knocked it
don't
down.
even know if it existed.
No, it's because they found parts of it. Because when they knocked it down into the water.
Like, we know it existed. It just
I just don't understand how they got that up there. You're like, if you think that stuff we do is sketchy now with OSHA being around, how did they build that?
All I'm saying is, how did they build America without OSHA?
This country was founded on OSHA violations.
That's what I'm saying, baby.
Like the dudes on the skyscrapers eating their ham sandwich for the last time. So y'all would not go back in time?
not
No.
really.
There's not a time that I'd want to go back and see. Maybe before humans became a thing. Maybe.
For humans?
Yeah. Like, for the most part, we can see photos of things that happened, but I don't think I'd want to be there while they were happening. Okay. If we're talking about something that we wish we saw, then I would want to see the first, like, the testing of the atomic bomb.
Oh, Oppenheimer IRL.
That's like the only thing that I have some interest in going back and seeing that I can think of off the top of my head. Like, how do we know that that's what a mushroom cloud looks like? Like, how can we recreate something if none of us were there, nor did they record it that we know of? You know, that shockwave of we might destroy the world. That would be really cool to see.
Then boom.
So yeah, I would go back in time to see the first atomic bomb testing.
That would be wild. Sal? No? Vibing? 2024? Yeah. Next question. Would you rather explore the depths of the ocean or outer space? Ocean.
Outer space.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
We've been like, we know more about outer space than we know about our own ocean.
I
wanna
think
see
the
the
ocean. I want to see what's like. if we can explore the entire ocean, right? I want to know if Atlantis did fall into the sea, because maybe it was somewhere that no one thought about, right? I want to know what's at the bottom of the Marianas Trench, because we still haven't explored that, and just know like what if there's other species, you know? I believe that mermaids exist.
I heard if you have a carbon fiber submarine, it actually ends pretty well for you.
That's controlled with a
Ubisoft
controller, and
Logitech,
their viewing monitor was drilled into the sidewall of
the carbon fiber. Jesus.
Yeah,
Listen, you could have paid me to make a better submarine than that.
Oh yeah.
I did definitely explore the ocean.
I'd do outer space.
Why?
Fair.
I'd like to know what zero gravity feels like.
Fair.
You know, there's planes that you can experience that.
Yeah,
You know
because they
that?
go up and then straight down.
You can also just jump out of a plane.
Well, no, not exactly. Not exactly, because you're feeling
the-
gravity.
That's the whole point of jumping. You know, is gravity just going down. But no, I do the zero gravity plane. That would be cool to experience it.
Can we expense that?
Can we?
Can we?
Can Northern Tool sponsor us?
Leo, would you go?
Leo?
He'd film it.
Outer space, nice. I think I can get one more question in. Uno más questionito.
Guys, we can get $200 off our next zero gravity flight.
How much are they?
$9,900 per person.
90. Wait, hold on.
Oh,
So
$97.
$10,000.
Yeah.
So we would get it for $97 to $9,800.
Yeah. 97 and 99, $10,000.
All I gotta say is chump change.
The zero G experience is one of
Hey,
a kind opportunity to experience true weightlessness.
Hey, see if they take a firm. To all my car guys and gals out there, you know what a firm is.
I don't, but
A firm sponsor Raptorstrike.
please let us affirm all our expenses.
It's a
What?
modified Boeing 727.
So you're telling me you would be in a plane that's going basically nose down, but you wouldn't jump out of it?
Correct.
You just be kind of there.
Knowing my luck, we'd do the zero gravity, and the pilot will be facing straight down. He'll be yawning and like forget that he's going.
I'm just
Floating.
Boo boo, pull up. Once you hear that, it's over. That's all I'm saying.
All right, last question before we start winding down. To tie into
Is it
our
spicy?
anime, right? On our anime inspiration, is there any anime that y'all have ever considered or ever wanted or considered watching? In your case, Al, if you ever like, that seemed interesting.
No.
Watching?
Like, yeah, have you ever wanted to watch that you haven't watched?
Well, Initial D, but
That's what I was gonna
watched
say.
it. So
Did you watch all of it already?
no, not yet.
I was gonna say, you already watched all of it? Don't die in my tofu shop. My favorite line.
Yeah, that was.
90s anime humor is hilarious.
It is
Like, just
great,
that, it's
dude.
very, like, dry. Like, old One Piece is hilarious.
I haven't started One Piece.
You need to watch One Piece. It's really good. It's really good. And yeah, ask your brother what episode he's on. I'm on 643.
I can't think of the name. For the most part, if there's an anime that I find interesting, I usually watch it.
You don't have any that's on your list that you haven't watched yet?
I haven't finished.
One Piece.
I think they're called.
One Piece. One Piece.
No, I think it's called Spy Daddies or Buddy Daddies or something like that. And it's two hitmen that end up like adopting child.
Like Spy Family?
No, similar, but like in the modern day. And so they adopt the child, and now it's like they're trying to be hitmen, but they have to take care of the kid. So it's like now they're trying to cook, and they're introduced to like school and all the stuff you need to buy for a kid to have for school. And to me, the premise seems kind of funny. I think I've seen like the first 3 episodes, but it's really funny because it's grown men that have been always done whatever they wanted, and they're hitmen. That's what they do for their life. But it's like how much their life is going to change because they adopted this little girl, and like they're noticing that it like changes. It's changing them.
Yeah.
So it's the premise of like children will change who you are because it's your instincts of like I must take care of the child. It's got a weird name, don't get me wrong, but it's really funny. I think the first 3 episodes were like intriguing. So, Buddy Dad. Hold on, I think it's called Buddy Daddies.
The one anime that I want to watch that I haven't watched yet is Jujutsu Kaisen. I really want to watch that one. It's a shonen fighting anime. All my friends are telling me to watch it, and I'm like, I'm not done with One Piece yet. They're like, dude, you're never gonna be done with One Piece. Just watch the show. I'm like, no, I have to finish it. I only have 500 more episodes to go. It's fine.
Let's see. You can go over to mine. It's a Crunchyroll website, but here's the cover art for it.
Oh, I've seen the someone did a bridge where it's like, oh, she's so good. Oh shit, she's packing heat.
Yeah. No, it's funny because of course the girl's just oblivious to what's going on, but these 2 guys are actual professional hitmen.
Yeah, I have seen a clip of that, and that does look like a funny anime.
Yeah. Some of the real life animes are like it's a comedy too, but I mean like
Real life animes,
like the
IRL.
slice of life.
Slice of life.
Like
anime.
there's a meaning behind it. Like,
So well.
This one is like a child will change how you do day-to-day things. So that's one that I'd like to watch because it just seems like really funny.
Nice. But I think that is all of my questions. No. Closing remarks.
Remax.
Again, for Raptors and Rifles, thank you very much for the partnership and for allowing us to be one of your sponsors. I know it's not one of those things that you allow because you usually want sponsors, but it's just amazing to see the amount of growth that we can do within the time that we've had starting or not so much starting, but actually investing in our YouTube channel.
Yep. Less than a year, and we have some merch, and we're a partner with a pretty
organization.
Good organization. Yeah.
Correct. So Alamo HeroCon next month in February will be having their event at Wonderland of Americas. I always forget the date because it just be like that sometimes, and I'm not going to look for it. But one of the Saturdays and Sundays of February, they will have their anime convention, or really just Comic-Con. Sorry, not an anime convention, but Comic-Con, which includes anime, at the Wonderland of Americas, which is a lot more accessible than Shirts was. I have to applaud them for actually going somewhere in the center of San Antonio compared to in the middle of nowhere. But CV Fabrication, another great supporter of the channel. If you visit their website through our Raptorstrike.net, our website, and use promo code Raptorstrike, you can get 5% off your order. Wrap Cuts by Jaws, they're the ones that did the actual wrap on the anime Raptor. Phenomenal job, and I can't wait to continue our journey for our redesign for the next wrap. Ogavi's Jewelry, the original sponsor, the sponsor of the very first episode of the Raptorstrike podcast, and I exclusively wear a lot of their jewelry. Great people, great folks at the Ironside Antique Mall here in San Antonio off of Warsbach and I-10. Even if you're not looking to seriously buy, you just want to look around, drop in and tell them hello. It's the Villarreals at Ogave's Jewelry. For Raptors and Rifles, for those y'all, they're also on our website. If you'd like to make a donation, whether it's $1, $5, $10, $20, $200, take a look at what they do. They support veteran, first responders, active duty members of military, and that's one big thing that hits close to home for us here at Raptorstrike, and that's something we'll always support. No Gatesy Tasha, we are adding them to our links. We'll be adding their Instagram page for anybody that would like inquiries or just to give them a follow and see the posts that they have out there. That is Peter there in the chat. He is the one that runs that organization or that group. Finally, I know it was a little bit of a weird day today. We had some awkward stops in there, and just for you to know, that's just the real life of what the podcast is. We don't want any of this scripted, so there will be times where we kind of run out of ideas on the spot, for the lack of a better term. But for the last 2 hours, for those of you that have been around, you had quite literally, you could do anything for the last 2 hours in the entire world, and you decided to spend them here with us, and we really appreciate that. If you did enjoy, leave a like or share with some of your friends if there's anything they need to hear or you think they need to hear. With that, I will say catch us next week, same time, same place. Remember, be cool and stay humble. We'll see y'all guys next week.